Hello friends, my name is Leigh and I create videos about photography as an art and as a lifestyle. Today I have a Manfrotto tripod giveaway for you, and I need to pack up for a small wedding that I am going to be photographing this weekend, so we're going to pack together. I'm going to talk through my decisions with you because I have a lot of gear. How do I make those choices? First, we have to talk about the tripod in the giveaway, right? I mean, come on. I don't want to make you wait until the very end of the video. So this is the new Manfrotto Befree Advanced Tripod with an ARCA compatible head. If you're a photographer, you probably know who Manfrotto is. You've probably seen other people with Manfrotto. They're classic black and red colors. They're just really reliable, good, easy to use tripods. That's all there is to it. I have not used a tripod from them that wasn't those things. It is what it is. They're great. So this one, did I mention it was carbon fiber? I have the carbon fiber version here. So why would one care what the head looks like, what plate you can put into it? Why would someone want an ARCA compatible head? Well, let me tell you why. For me, it makes my life easier because let me show you something. I've got a couple of different things here. Wait, let me grab one more item. Here. Okay. First of all, if you have a camera body that has a plate on it that has the ARCA compatible dovetail on it, you would be able to simply put your camera plate right into the tripod, and that's all there is to it. You don't have to have this extra piece. However, and that's super helpful for me too. However, where I find it to be the most useful is when I am either using multiple cameras or I'm using multiple lenses on my camera. So I didn't put this on the camera yet, but say I had this small prime lens on my camera and I was clickety-clicking away. But then I saw some wildlife that I wanted to capture some video of. So I wanted to quickly switch over to my super telephoto lens and still continue using my tripod. I take that lens off, I put on my big old super telephoto lens, but I don't want my lens just hanging out, right? I want to use the foot that is on the lens. A lot of super telephoto and regular telephoto lenses have that ARCA compatible dovetail on it. So in this case, I could take my camera right off and put my new telephoto lens into the tripod and shoot that way. If I didn't have the base plate on here, I could be using the plate that comes with the tripod on the camera and then using the built-in dovetail on the super telephoto lens. That is where it becomes the most helpful for me. Okay, so I have a brand new one of these for you. I've got right here a brand new, same as I have here, the Befree Advanced Carbon Fiber with the ARCA compatible head on it to send to you. You have to be in the US or in Canada because I have to mail this to you. And you need to follow the instructions that are in the description of this video. There will be an email address down there that comes to me, and your email won't go anywhere else or your name or anything, just to me. And I will randomly select someone from my inbox and I will email you back from that email address and let you know so that I can get your shipping address. It's as simple as that. There will be, again, all of the information is going to be in the description of this video, including deadlines, because I will let you know when I'm going to be choosing a winner so that you can make sure to get your email to me and such. Okay, let's talk about this wedding. I am going to be bringing this. I'm going to be bringing this tripod and probably the other one that has been living in my car for a long time. It is kind of the cousin of this. It just doesn't have the ARCA compatible head on it. So I will bring those two tripods, and I am going to use, how funny, this is a Manfrotto bag. I like using this for my, dressier camera occasions because it's just a good looking bag. I will put a link to this bag in the description of this video. I'm gonna have to clean it off because it's dirty. It has mud and stuff all over it. Yeah, so that's the thing. If I have stuff, it's gotta be able to be set down in the mud. And this camera bag has, even though I bring it to like my dress up occasions, I also use it for other things, and it's convenient because it washes off really well. But this is a giant camera bag, so I will definitely be using this. I won't actually pack everything up. How's that? We'll just set it over there so that you can still kind of see it. All right, now, what am I gonna bring? My initial thought here was that I wanted to bring my 2 Lumix S5 II bodies because I thought they're the same body. It'll be, there's super easy for me to be juggling the 2 bodies with 2 different lenses on them. And, I have a ton of L-mount lenses. I can bring a whole bunch of them and just see what I feel like using when I get there. And I see the space and all of that. This is a very small wedding. It's probably 15 people total. And I thought it'll be easy if I can just flip-flop back and forth between these 2 S5 IIs, set them up the same way basically and be good to go. And then I remembered I don't have flashes for those camera bodies. At least I don't have any flashes that talk to the camera. So that leads me to my Nikon bodies. When Raymond and I did shoot a lot of weddings, we only used Nikon, and we still have 3 SB800s in this, nope, not that drawer, in this drawer, all ready for me to go. I just have to put some batteries in them. So these are what I am going to use. They don't even make this flash anymore, so I can't link you to this, but they have plenty of other new flashes. We've had these for so long, probably 20 years at least, and they still work great. They have gotten so much use. You just put some, I like to use Eneloop AA batteries, and you're good to go. So I will have those and a bunch of AA batteries. And then for cameras, what I own are the Z7 and the Z9. That would be really good for this. I do also have a Z30 that I don't think I'm gonna bring. I own these 2 cameras. But you know what I have on loan? I have the ZF, but I haven't used that very much. What I do have is this Z6 III. Oh, interestingly enough, I have a foot on here that attaches to my cotton carrier harness, and it also has a Arca compatible dovetail on it, so it would go right into the tripod. Arca compatible stuff is just so widely used that this is really, really an exciting thing to have. I will stop talking about the tripod, I promise. Anyway, I have this on loan, so I am also going to bring this. Okay, 3 camera bodies. I think the Z9 will be my main camera body. It's the fastest. It's just gonna pick up the faces and stuff, the fastest. So that'll be my main camera body. And then the Z7 will be my secondary body, I think. And then Raymond, who will only be there for a little while, he'll use the Z6 III. These cameras feel like an extension of my body. They're so easy for me to use. I don't even really have to think about it when I go to make settings changes or anything like that. I'll just make sure they are all set similarly, meaning, white balance and the functions of the cameras, like what does this function button do as opposed to this function button. I just want to make sure they're all set pretty similarly so that it is pretty seamless for me to go back and forth between the bodies. So camera bodies, check. I'll also bring extra batteries. I don't actually have any extra batteries for the Z9, but I will bring, I will at least bring some sort of backup battery so that I can, set this aside and charge it if I need to and continue on using these other bodies. So I actually have to charge this little guy. This is a Jackery Explorer 300 Plus. It's just a big old battery. It's dusty and dirty because I take it camping with me. I'll probably clean it off before we leave. All right, lenses. I definitely will bring the 70 to 200 millimeter f2.8. This is going to be in a very scenic location with mountains in the distance. So I think it's really, again, depends on when I get there, what everything looks like, but I'm pretty sure that I will be able to go kind of far away from my bride and groom and photograph them in front of the scenery and kind of compress the background so that the mountains look a little bit bigger and closer than they really are in person. Also, the 70 to 200 is great for portraits, for beauty shots, for everything. And then the 24 to 70 f2.8, likewise, standard for everything wedding-wise, because I have lots of range there. Then I think, you know what Raymond would probably like to shoot with? He would probably like to shoot with just a 50 millimeter. I think that's what I'm going to have him do. I have this Viltrox 50 millimeter f1.8 autofocus lens, and I will bring that for the Z6 III. Okay, what else do I want to bring? I think I'm going to bring, speaking of Viltrox, the 85 millimeter f1.8. I may do some portraits with that. I love 85 millimeters. It's just a great lens, or a great focal length. And, you know, one last thing that I think I'm going to toss in there. I like to have backups for everything. Backup batteries, backup memory cards. These cameras will all be full of memory cards, which is 2 memory cards. Well, actually, the Z7 only takes 1 memory card, but I will also have backup memory cards with me. But as kind of a backup lens and maybe a one-off lens to capture the whole scene, the whole ceremony area, the 14 to 30 millimeter f4. I think this will be, I may or may not use it, but again, you never really know what, you know, when you haven't been able to visit the venue. Typically I like to visit a venue before I photograph it, but I can't get to this one before I photograph it. So anyway, all right. Cameras, lenses in the bag, speed lights, extra memory cards. What else do I need, guys? What else do I need? Oh, I know what I want. I need this Insta360. This is the Insta360 1RS 1-inch edition. And the groom was, I had a little meeting with the bride and groom talking about what they can expect from me and what they wanted. And he said, I would really like a drone shot of all of us. And we're going to be in a place where you can't have drones. I said, no, I will not get in trouble or pay a fine for using a drone where I'm not supposed to. Don't make me do it. So I did say, hey, I have Insta360 cameras. So I have this and I have an extra long selfie stick. So I will be able to hold this out way far and capture a couple of photos and maybe even some video of everybody. So this was just an add-on that the groom requested, and I am happy to oblige. Okay, I'm also going to need some straps and such. I know, I've decided I am going to use my cotton carrier harness so that I can have a camera mounted on my chest. And then I have a, please hold. I have a little add-on belt thing that can go on belt mount that can go on the harness so that that's upside down, so that I can have a camera on my chest and also a camera on my hip. So what I will do is I will have the Z9. I think I'll have the Z9 with the 70 to 200 on it to get started, and that will be on my chest. I think. And then on my hip will be the Z7 and the 24-70, I think. It's really going to depend on, once we get there, what I think I'm going to want. So there's a possibility that I'll put the 70-200 on the Z7, or there's a possibility that I will want to use the 50mm on one of these cameras instead of the 24-70. So basically, when I get there, I'm going to decide on exactly what I'm going to use, what I will have on my person during the ceremony, and I'm going to choose what I want, and then I'll just give Raymond whatever is left over. He'll be fine with that. And then for him, he will probably just use, he likes to use, ooh, that was loud, sorry. He likes to use this Peak Design strap. This is the middle-sized Peak Design strap. I can't remember what it's called. I will link to absolutely all of this stuff in the description of this video, just in case you want to know more about it. But if you have ever seen these dongles on my camera, can you even see that? If you've ever seen these dongles on my cameras that are these little red and black things, that's to attach these Peak Design straps to. So he will be able to use this. I will make sure that all of the cameras have those on them. Right now, only the Z7 has them, so I'll make sure that those are on here too. Those are in here. I do also have things like lens cleaning wipes. This is the little bag that is always full of stuff that I always bring with me. It has things like lens cleaning wipes. I have a variable neutral density filter in here. I have a different kind of lens cleaning wipe, a dry wipe, and as well as little extra dongles and such. So I will make sure that I have all of those things. Okay, I'm pretty sure this video is long enough already, and I want to say thank you again to Manfrotto for enabling me to do a giveaway of this tripod, and also for sending this tripod. You know, every time a company offers to send me something, which is often, I have to really think about, do I really want it? Because I have so much stuff now. I've got a pile of tripods over there and light stands and such. I've got so much camera gear, and I have so many lenses. And while I'm very fortunate to have all of these things, I've really started to really consider if it's something that I want and I think I will use, because, you know, I don't really need or want another 50mm f1.8 lens for Z-mount. This one works really well, unless there's something special about it. You know what I mean? So when Manfrotto said this was being introduced, I didn't even have to think about it. I was like, yes, yes, please, yes. So anyway, everybody, check out the tripod and all of the other links that I will have in the description of this video. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.